Hello friends, welcome to Knowledge Village. If you are here for the first time, I request you to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon down to get notifications of our future videos. Today, we are going to look at a very important and very powerful function available in Excel, and that is the pivot tables. Pivot tables is one of the most powerful function in Excel. It is used to summarize and analyze huge amounts of data without any complicated formulas. What I mean is, we have to just look at the design part of it and all the calculations are automatically taken care of by Excel. It is very useful and almost used by every professional senior people in the office. So let us see how to make use of pivot tables in Excel. In front of you, we have the sales data for a stationery store where the data is presented with order date, region, salesman, item, units, unit cost and total. Okay, so this is the transaction file over here, and we as the sales manager or the accounts manager are required to generate various reports. So various reports can be generated from this particular data. For example, we can generate a report which shows the sales made according to the regions. Then we can have the sales report according to the items. We can also have the sales report according to the salesman. So let us see how we can do all these reports with a few mouse clicks in Excel. So basically, for creating a pivot table, what you need to do is you have to start by selecting the data range. In this particular case, what I will do is I will select the data range of my data. So for this particular data, I want to insert a pivot table. Then what I need to do is I need to go to the insert tab and then select pivot table from there. Once I select the pivot table, this create pivot table dialog box comes up where I have to fill in two options. The first one is select a table or a range. So we have already selected this. So this work is already done. The next option is it's asking us where you want to have the data. That means in a new sheet or in the same sheet. By default, the option is new worksheet. So let us keep it like that. So to have a better view. So I click OK on this, and once I click OK on this, Excel puts me on to a new sheet. Now this is a very interesting part. On the left hand side, you can see that it has put the pivot table report structure, and on the right hand side we have the pivot table fields. So whatever fields we want to be shown in the report, we have to select from here. Below this there are four areas. Okay, the first area is the filter area, the second one the columns, the third one is the rows, and the fourth one is the values. So these four areas, as the name mentions, if we want to filter any data based on a particular field, that field we have to drag into this area, the filter area. Those data or that data which we want to be spread in columns, that fields we have to drag into the column area, and those fields which we want to be reflecting or showing as rows, we have to drag on the rows area, and those fields which are of value or which are in numbers and which we want to display as values and summarize as values, those fields we have to pull into the values area. Okay, so let us take two or three examples so that you can understand how to do it. For example, right now, the first example, let us take that we want a report whereby we want to see our sales according to the regions. So what I have to just do is I have to just select the regions, and by default Excel has put this data into the rows area. It is fine for me because I want this to be in the rows. Okay, so I put it as it is. Then I want to see the sales. So I select the total sales column. Once I click over here, Excel has put it into the values area. Values area, and it has applied the function sum on the totals. Means it is now summarizing the data by summing up the total sales. Okay, according to the regions. So if you see over here on the left hand side now, with just 2 or 3 mouse clicks, we already have a report of sales based on the regions. Okay, now instead of the regions, if you don't want regions and you want to see the sales according to the salesman, so you can pull the salesman down over here. Okay, so now what we have is, we have the region, and inside the region we have the salespeople. Now if I want to have this sales data spread horizontally instead of vertically, means I want this to appear in columns, I just need to pull this salesperson and put it into the columns area, and then it is looking so neat now. So we have placed the data into columns. So now we have the sales data. So we have the sales data according to the regions, and we have also in this the sales data according to the salesman. So that means these are the totals for each salespeople, and these are the totals for all the regions. Okay, so I hope this is clear for you. Similarly, in case now if you want to have it item wise instead of salesman wise, I don't want it salesman wise, I want it item wise. So I can remove the salesperson over here with just one click, and I can select the item with one click. As you see, I have the regions now, and within the regions now I have the breakdown for the items. So this is excellent. The reports can be generated with just few mouse clicks. If I want to put this data into columns, I can just put it over here. If I don't want it to be in columns, I want it to be into rows only, I put it back over here. Now see over here, this is region wise, item wise report. This is region wise, item wise report. In case you want item wise and region wise report, means the opposite of this. So what I just need to do is, I pull the region down and I put the item at the top. So now if you see, the report is reversed, and now the report is being shown as item wise. So the inside the item we have the regions. So I hope you got the idea and you got the hang of it. So if I let us reverse it again, if I reverse it again and I put the region at the top, what will happen is, it will take region as the parent, and inside the parent it will have the child. Okay, in case you want the data to be spread horizontally into columns, as we did it previously, just put it into the columns area, and the report is modified accordingly. So we have the regions and we have the items. So these are the sales of the each item, and these are the sales of each region. So this is how we can summarize data according to our needs in Excel with just a few mouse clicks. Regarding the formatting, once this data is arranged according to your liking, you can do the formatting as any other data ranges in Excel. For example, if you want to change the color of this, you can just select this, and as in normal circumstances, select the home tab and you can select the color. You want to make, or you want to have grid lines for this, you can select all this and have grid lines for this. So you get the hang of it. So this is how we create various reports just by moving data into these 4 areas. Okay, one thing I forgot to show you, that is the filter option. Now in this case we are having item wise and we are having region wise. In this, with this particular report, suppose I want to have a look at each salesman performance. So in that case I can filter it according to my salesman. So what I need to do in this case, if I want to filter the data according to the salesman, I need to drag the salesman into the filter area. And now once I put it over here, you see an additional row has been created on the top of the first report, and that is this filter option, which is showing salesman and it is showing all. So right now this data is reflecting for sales of everybody. Now in case I just want to look at one particular salesman, for example I want to look at Andrew, I select Andrew over here and I click OK. So now you see the data has been modified and now this data is reflecting only the sales of Andrew. Okay, so this is how we make pivot tables and generate dynamic reports with a few mouse clicks. Very important function, and practice with this and you will get better and better at this. The only option what I told you which is not good in pivot tables is that the data is not self-updating. So in case I update some data, the source data over here, this particular destination data does not get updated automatically. So for that what I need to do is, I will show you, I have to select all over here so that the data is big. What I need to do is, every time I make some changes in the source data, I have to just select my pivot table, right click on it and click on the refresh option to refresh the data. That's it. With one mouse click the data gets refreshed and it will pull the new data into the pivot table. So this is how we go ahead with pivot tables. I hope you like these sessions. You have gained some important insights on how to use pivot tables and which will help you tremendously. I promise this will help you tremendously in generating reports in your offices. So work on this and thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it with others. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications of new videos.